Something a bit different here, guys. Imperator Eternus Vigilance. Taking a look at all of the chainsword models. This is really nice. The teeth really look like they could shred heavy or light targets. Can't get it to stand up just right there, so we can peek down this bit. But you can see where the chainsword and the sheath and the shielding, the housing, and this filigree, this engraving that they've got here. Really nice work. Some purity seals, some kind of wrapping here. And this handle's really really classy, isn't it? Maroon and gold. And of course, some skulls and some spikes, because it wouldn't be Warhammer without it, right? This is the Cathalamor Crusade Chainsword Relic. Let's take a look at the standard model now. Yeah, your standard Marines chainsword here. Teeth are the same, perhaps they're the same on every model, wouldn't be surprised, that's fine of course. But yeah, you can see it's a battle-worn chainsword here. They've done so well with the modelling here in Spacemarine 2. I just really wanted to archive these in case anything changes later. Drop us a sub if you like checking out these models. I've also got PvE, PvP, and aesthetic and art appreciating. That's a really cool view. The last thing an orc sees before it gets splattered. Yeah, drop us a sub if you like stuff like this. Plenty more on the channel, Club Zork. Really appreciate it. That's the standard model. Standard model there. It's called the Standard Issue Chainsword Standard. Okay, cool. This is the second one that you get. Oops, I just bought it. Doesn't matter. I need to buy everything in the game anyway, because I've got too much money. All right. So I want to see the model. All right. Why is it not doing it? Yeah. Okay. My mistake. Looks like most of the same model, only it's cleaned up. This yellow line is really nice, conveying the danger or where the business end is. Looks like the kind of thing you would use, this yellow, to determine how fast something is going at high speed, you know, if you were watching a video or something, like they do with race cars. The pommel decoration here, silver skull instead of the bronze or the gold. Nice to business wrap, something practical. If you ever need to just punch a sucker, that's where it goes. Insert Chaos Heretic face here. What else have we got? Do I have to buy it to see it? That's fine. Plenty of money. Triple skulls here. Not my favourite design, but it does look cool. Our swords know no mercy. My brothers know no fear. Yep. Chainsaw teeth are the same on every model. I really do like this part though. This classic rapier style handguard is really nice. And this gothic style mausoleum skulls within an archway. Really cool. Flat pommel. Do you know what? I would love this model way more if it just did not feature anything. It's like a slightly fancy version of a chainsword. Maybe something you'd give a company lieutenant? Maybe a sergeant? Where are we up to? Let's take a look at this one. I had this one unlocked first because I really like it. For the Emperor. And these are some really old school markings back from old White Dwarf days, these are. They are old Imperial planets, and this Drogos reclamation, maybe they're from Drogos, right? I'm forgetting the name of the planet, let's just say it's Drogos. Oh my word. Can we get in close enough to read that? They shall be. I'm afraid I can't read all of that. I will have to get closer sometime to take a look. This skull's really nice. I love the laurel that is around it. This leaf or wheat design. It's a nice laurel. pointed pommel. Skullcracker pommel, we call that in the business. If you know what a Fairbanks Sykes knife is. Skullcracker. Nice brassy finish. Do love brass. I think all English people love brass. We just have a thing for brass. This is a great model here. Okay, why is it doing that? Alright, so if I highlight the wrong one while I'm doing it. Nothing shall stay our wrath. That's very cool. Very assault kind of feel to it because it has the wings and the skull. To me, this is what an assault symbol is. Salvation of Bacca. A sussy Bacca. This is a very to business model. It's very blocky. Not the most decorated one, but it does have a fancy pommel and the wings and the skull at the front. It's nice. Not my favourite, but it's nice. Oh yeah, I haven't bought this one yet, and I need it. The Emperor Protects. A very simple but amazing quote. I really like this model. This is a gaudy model. This is the sort of thing that Sanguinius or some kind of Blood Angel would have. White and gold. The Emperor Commands. Looks even better on this side, doesn't it? Gorgeous. What you would imagine is like an ivory style, maybe even granite. Granite, sorry, not granite. I think this is the bad part of the design, personally. Nobody would ever have like a pointy pommel like this, because that would be so dangerous. It would get caught, the user would get hurt on it. Or maybe it's part of a special Space Marine melee combat kung fu technique that I'm not aware of. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I think this part should be changed because it's so impractical, but it is a gorgeous model. The Emperor Commands, the Emperor Protects. Look at that shine, very gold. I believe there's another white model here. This one's very cool. Once again, this looks like something a Force Commander would have. Look at that. That is gorgeous, old Roman style. Very ultramarine, this. Roman style pommel here. This is the sort of bottom that you would see, the bottom cap pommel that you would see on a centurion, a high-ranking Roman soldiers. I really do like that skull. I love skulls, don't you lads? Drop us a like if you like skulls. Look at this, ribbons, and then the laurel skull here, and then underneath, just a line of skulls. How many have we got? Many. Looks like possibly even 20, just at a guess. Someone can pause and count that. But just skulls underneath. Here's the commander and all of his troops, and the dawning light of the Emperor shines over them as the sun rises in the morning. It's an inspiring piece, can you hear? And then the wings of veterancy. Once again, the teeth are the same. The vent looks nice. I really like this one. I should use it more often. But I do prefer this one. The Emperor Protects, the Emperor Commands. Alright. Cathalamor Crusade, that's back to where we started. I think we've covered them all. Which one do you think is your favourite, guys? Let me know in a comment below. I think it's going to have to go to... I really do like the black one because it matches more of my colour schemes. But I am going to shift to this gorgeous, gorgeous one. I'm going to have to play as a Blood Angel for a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's important we play as a Blood Angel time to time. Now, Heretic Astartes. Where are my fellow Chaos Appreciators at? Check it out, boys. This thing has a cleaver, a chopper at the end, as well as the teeth, which would totally change how you would use and wield this as a real weapon. In reality, things like chainsword weapons would be highly impractical. But within a fantasy setting such as Warhammer 40K, it's amazing. He's got the symbol of chaos down here, the 8-pointed star, and now a ring, and a ring as a pommel on a knife, sword, big blade, something like that. Does provide you with a few carrying options, storage options, things like that, and if you're marching or something, that could be very useful, but once again, you've got spiky pointy bits pointing towards where the user is. That's a bad design, you know, practically. But it looks very chaos, very cool. Now, it starts off dirty, which is very chaos, and when you pull it out in game, I've seen it, it's very, very dirty. This skull here is more evil than the Space Marine skulls, so you know you're in chaos, corrupted heretic territory. This here, even the vent is a different shape. Rather than having rounded, clean edges, they tend to go for polygonal stuff, polygon stuff, you know, so hexagons. I think this is a hex here. Yes, it is. This is like a stretched out hexagon rather than the smoothed out edge. Let me show you what I mean, because you'll see this design a lot in Warhammer 40K. You see it here, it's rounded. It has that sort of machined Victorian cyberpunk thing to it. But with the heretic Astartes, you always get points, edges, rough, short things, worn stuff, because of course, chaos. They are cut off from the Forge Worlds, and they must, well, they have some of their own Forge Worlds and such, but many different chaos warbands, chaos factions, are in a position where they are looting, taking stuff. They do not produce, they prey upon people. They are not farmers, they are warriors. They are not craftsmen, they are shoppers. Really like this model, it's amazing. If it was me, and I could make some edits, I would remove all of the horns, and I would remove this. And I think what I would do is focus, like the symbol that I would put down here, I would have something that perhaps was a singular horn, or even a skull crusher, like that, like the loyalist marine had. But it's really good, really nice, love this model, chopped plenty of people up with it. I think we've taken a look at them all now here, boys. Maybe we'll take a look at the swords and so forth later. Maybe this. Drop us a sub if you can. Really appreciate that. Let me know in the comments below which piece of gear you'd like to see next. Deep dive. Talk about my old hammer knowledge while we're at it. I'm sure many of you know lore better than I do. This is my tactical PvE Death Company Space Marine. Really like this model. If you want to check out playing with this, using this, how to paint this, give us a sub, check out the Club Zorg YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching, lads. I'll catch you on the next one.